In the small, quiet town of Willowbrook, a curious little girl named Mia lived with her grandmother in an old, creaky house filled with secrets. Mia loved to explore every corner of the house, especially the attic, which was full of dusty boxes, forgotten trinkets, and old memories. One sunny afternoon, as beams of light streamed through the attic's tiny window, Mia stumbled upon a long-forgotten box tucked behind a stack of old books. Inside the box, wrapped in a piece of faded silk, was a paintbrush. It didn't look like much at first. The handle was made of worn wood, and the bristles were slightly frayed. But when Mia held it in her hand, she felt a warm tingle run up her arm, as if the brush was alive. Along with the paintbrush was a small note, written in her grandmother's neat handwriting. "This brush is special. Use it wisely. Whatever you paint may come to life." Mia's eyes widened with excitement. She quickly ran down the creaky stairs to show her grandmother the discovery. Her grandmother, sitting in her favorite armchair by the window, smiled knowingly. "Ah, you found it," Grandma said, her eyes twinkling. "That paintbrush has been in our family for generations. It's been waiting for the right person to use it. But remember, Mia, magic is powerful, and it's important to use it carefully." Mia nodded, clutching the brush tightly. That evening, Mia gathered her paints and a blank canvas. She sat at her little desk, her heart pounding with excitement. What should she paint? She decided to start small, just to see if the magic was real. Dipping the brush into blue paint, she carefully painted a small butterfly. The moment she finished the last stroke, the butterfly on the canvas shimmered. It flapped its delicate wings and lifted off the canvas, fluttering around Mia's room. Mia gasped in delight. The butterfly was real. Over the next few days, Mia experimented with the magic paintbrush. She painted flowers that blossomed in the middle of her room, a tiny bird that sang sweet songs, and even a small rainbow that hung in the air for hours. She loved the joy the paintbrush brought her, but she remembered her grandmother's words and tried to use it wisely. One day, Mia's best friend, Jake, came over. She couldn't keep the secret any longer and decided to show him the magic paintbrush. Jake was amazed and immediately started suggesting things they could paint. "Let's paint a giant candy tree," Jake exclaimed. Mia laughed and agreed. Together, they painted a tall tree with branches covered in lollipops, gumdrops, and chocolate bars. When the tree came to life, the entire room smelled like sugar. They spent the afternoon laughing and eating candy, their faces sticky with joy. But as the days passed, Mia grew more adventurous. She painted a golden puppy that barked happily and chased its tail, a kite that soared out her bedroom window, and even a tiny dragon that puffed smoke rings. Each creation brought her more happiness. She began to notice something strange. The magic seemed to be getting harder to control. One morning, Mia decided to paint a beautiful meadow with colorful flowers and a sparkling stream. But as she painted, the meadow grew larger and larger, spilling out of the canvas and into her room. Grass sprouted from the floor, and flowers burst from the walls. The stream flowed across the carpet, soaking everything in its path. Panicked, Mia grabbed the paintbrush and tried to paint over the meadow, but the magic wouldn't stop. Her grandmother rushed in, her eyes wide with alarm. "Mia, what have you done? I didn't mean for it to get so big," Mia cried. "I can't make it stop." Grandma knelt beside her, placing a comforting hand on her shoulder. Mia, the paintbrush is a tool, but it's your heart that controls its power. You have to stay calm and focus. Taking a deep breath, Mia closed her eyes and imagined her room as it was before. She dipped the brush into white paint and carefully painted over the meadow. Slowly, the grass and flowers faded, the stream dried up, and the room returned to normal. After that day, Mia realized how important it was to be responsible with the magic paintbrush. She still used it, but only for good. She painted toys for children who didn't have any, delicious meals for hungry animals, and beautiful murals to brighten up her school.